lost service. So, so I thought, give it take two. Even though I still had about 3 or 4 bars of 5G, I had no internet whatsoever. So whether something has happened while that lightning came down just before, there was a bit of a lightning knock real close by, scary as shit. And when that happened, just completely lost signal, just gone. So I had to wait a while. It's only just come back on. So yeah, so it's a beauty with these awnings. No issues of water pooling. I've got just a little bit of water just over here, as you can see. A bit of a rainfall right there. But basically that's as much water as you're going to have sitting on there, because then the rest of it just runs. I do have a little bit here. Alright, that's interesting. There's a little bit water there. The most I've seen there. So probably we'll need to use some we'll need to use some tarp clamps in here. I have had this in the storm before, but I think it's just the way the angle is set up. Wow, this storm looks like she's settled in, guys. Look at that. Might have to pack this away while it's wet. I'll give it a bit longer. It's not too heavy at the moment. Yeah, so sorry, I don't know what happened before, guys. Just completely lost signal service on my phone. It was still showing about 3 or 4 bars of 5G, but don't know what happened. Just completely lost signal, the whole works. So I had to restart my phone, and even then that didn't help. So after a while it started again. So whether something happens to the 5G Telstra network signal here, I've got no idea. So, see a little rock wall there. I used to fish along there when I was a kid. And it probably goes for something like 300 metres at least. Look how far it goes out. It goes all the way out here. All out there and starts about there. So we used to park here. At winter time we used to fish off that rock wall and used to pick up a lot of bream up there. Around June, July, August, good spot to go fishing for bream. People I've never seen anyone. Wow, that's crazy. I've never seen anyone ever fish off that rock wall anymore. But there was times, you can see how long it is, there was times we come down here and there'd be a person standing every 1.5, 2 metres all along this rock wall. The whole place. This was just like a huge car park. That was crazy. You can see there's some folks down here camping. I don't know if it's legally allowed to camp here, but there are signs. There are no signs saying otherwise. So, what do we got? 4 people watching. How cool is that? So it looks like the rain's going to get a bit heavier. So we've got a little bit of water pooling here, which is kind of surprising. I think it's to do with the way of the vehicle. That's not too bad. So normally though with this ostrich wing, because the canvas is so heavy and strong, normally it doesn't stretch like your other conventional canvas does. And so what happens is it gathers as much water, and then every so often I was sitting here, you could see a little bit of water was trickling over. So yeah, there's a little bit of water will sit here, but it's only so much it sits there. And then what happens is it just runs off as it fills up more. So, but there was probably a little bit more water there than what there normally is. I think we're going to be in for a really good test here. Look at that. That's some heavy rain there. Looks like it's heading this way. So I could either, it's not very heavy at the moment, I could either pack up now and bolt off and go home and set this up at home and test it at home, or sit here a bit longer and wait. I just hope it doesn't it's not settled in and just pisses down raining real heavy for the rest of the day. Otherwise, I'll just have to pack it up while it's raining. But the beauty with this, it doesn't take long to pack up anyway. So, yeah. So there you go. I was on a live feed before, but I don't know what happened. Yeah, I'm getting sore again. I don't know what happened, guys. Just lost signal. So I thought I'd get back on now. I had quite a few people on there before, but there's only 3 on now. So yeah, so a couple of videos filmed here, as I mentioned before. That rain is getting close. We might, I don't know, severe, as I'm sitting here, severe thunderstorm warning, damaging winds and heavy rainfall. Oh, I don't like the damaging winds part. Geez, I wonder if I should get some ropes out. Well, there's no wind at all whatsoever, guys. There's no wind at all. But geez, when you get weather like this, and I tell you what, that's approaching very quickly. It's gonna bucket down any moment now. It's gonna bucket down. So we might stay live on here and see how this ostrich wing is gonna handle all this heavy rain. Now, I can see there's probably going to be a little issue just here. It's probably going to be a bit of water. Said bring on the rain. It's coming. It's coming, hey. It's coming quick too. I can see I'm probably going to have to let the water drop down, drop the peg that side down a bit. I don't have the clamps to peg the middle down. To be honest, I've never used them before. I've never found I had to use them. But the vehicle's kind of angled a bit like this way, so it's not going to allow it to run off as well as it normally does. So we're on a little bit of angle because I wasn't able to park in the same spot where I normally park when I come down. And just another severe thunderstorm warning has just popped up again, damaging winds and heavy rain. Oh gosh. Oh, well, the thing is, if the wind gets absolutely crazy, ridiculous, it's just a matter of unhooking this, swing it around real quickly up against the car, and then just quickly tie it off there and then wait till it passes through. So, but I'm just waiting for this bit of a heavy, it looks like it's heavier rain to come through. So hopefully it'll come down a little bit heavier, because that'll be interesting to see live on air how this thing's going to handle. But as I mentioned, this thing here, this part here, will probably get a bit of water pooled on there. So I'll just have to wander around and let the water go. So normally you'll get a bit of water sitting in here, I've noticed. But there's only so much that sits there. Once that section pulls up, you'll get a little bit of water that will run off like so. Wow, it looks like, you should see how dark it is out that way. That's getting pretty dark out there. So you can see there, because of the way we're angled. But it's not raining very heavy at the moment here, so oh, we might miss the heavy part. Looks like it's gone more further south down this way. Although it's going to get heavy when that bit reaches that. There's some dark clouds right there. So it's interesting the direction it's coming from. Normally it doesn't come from that direction. So although I'm not too sure which way is north, I think that is north, it's going up there. So we normally don't get the storms coming in from that direction. So this is a bit unusual. Usually I'll come in from the southeasterly, probably more that direction through there, this way. Or sometimes I'll come in from the west, and generally when I come in from the west from that direction, they're wicked storms. They're usually quite wild. The wind is picking up, guys. Although still no issue, you can see this isn't moving too bad, but we've got a bit of wind here. It's probably wise to get it out and peg this down, although if it stays like this it should be fine. Big crack of lightning just then. Wait You probably can't hear me because of the wind. Let's go in the shelter behind the car so you can hear me better. So what it might be best to do is to put some pigs out before it rains. Oh, that's getting a little bit windy. Oh, my hat. Oh, what I might do, guys, I might pack it away. It's probably not the best place to be doing a test like this. Although you can see it's handling it. That's it. Wild storm coming through now. Yeah, if I can get this phone somewhere, put this phone somewhere down and at least get it. Oh, big lightning. I need to get at least some pigs out, so I might have to put the phone down here. Hang on. Let's see if I can set the phone here. Call Stumps, Phil. Call Stumps, you reckon? You reckon pack up? Don't know. I don't like the way that wind is going. Oh, I'm just going to put a couple of pigs out and then I'll be back, guys. Just bear with me. All going good so far, guys. I've got the, I'm just going to grab some rope and just tie it out and then we're all safe. So it's still blowing a gale out there, but this is handling that no problems at all. Alright, just get one more pig out. What a way to test the system out. Whoa, wow, you should have seen that lightning strike. Far out, that was crazy. Alright, I've got a peek down now, guys. Whew. Are we still live? I think we're going to lose signal soon. Oh my goodness. Holy gee, she's coming through like crazy, this wind. Oh, I don't like the looks of this, but it's handling it okay, eh? I've got no issues here, it seems to be fine. And it's cold, gee, that wind is cold. It's like it's winter. I'll stay over here so you don't get, let me just flick the camera around and show you. Look at that. So I've only got 2 ropes out. Just got another warning about the storm. No kidding, they actually did forecast this, guys. They said it was coming. Oh, this is a test of this gear out. It's probably the worst, some of the worst conditions I've had it out on. I probably need to drop those legs down a bit lower, eh? But thanks to these tough touring brackets, guys. Look at that one there not moving at all. She's solid there. Thanks to these tough touring brackets. Solid connection. You can see at the mounting point it's hardly moving at all. It's only just moving with the car. Solid bars. So this is a good test on this awning. Oh man, this is crazy. Oh my goodness. Hopefully this will be passing through pretty quick, see? Those campers down there seem to be alright. They got a bit of shelter there anyway from this prevailing wind. Are we still live? Oh, what a crazy video this turned out to be. What a crazy day. Far out. So the wind might be dropping just a tad. No, maybe not. Look at that. Goodness me. There was one to come through. Hey, you got to test this gear out, guys. You got to test it out. This is how you test it out. I've been putting some of my gear. There's no issues of any pulling whatsoever. No chance there's any pulling. The wind is just blowing up. So, but awesome morning. Look at that. I don't know how strong the wind is blowing. Hang on, guys. I'm going to try to keep out of the breeze here because I know this will be noisy as I put this phone in the car. There we go. So that should be a lot better now, eh? So let's put that in the car there so we don't have any issues with the wind noise and you can still hear me. As soon as this wind drops down, guys, I'm going to pack up and go home. This is crazy. I'm cold. It's a really cold breeze. I'd say there's probably hail in this somewhere. So, but this is a time of year. We normally hope the Pajero doesn't end up on its roof. Yeah, me too. I don't think the brackets are that strong. Welcome to Bundy. Yeah, I know Bundy. I lived here all my life. I'm born and bred here. So I lived here all the time. So I know what it's like, particularly where I live. It's really bad for storms through that section, and particularly lightning strikes through there. So, yeah. Oh, well, the awning is handling it no problems at all, guys. You can see it's still blowing like crazy. You can see it's hardly moving at all. That bit of movement you see there now, that's the car moving, guys. So those tough touring brackets are awesome. How strong are those? Oh, just amazing. So the wind is starting to drop down a little bit now. It's too cold to go out in the rain now and pack away. So we'll wait till it's. Anyone have any questions? What's my battery at? 93%. All good there. Any questions while I'm sitting here under this cover with this wicked storm coming through? Oh, this is silly. I need to do something in this section here. I've got bit of water coming through there, so I don't know what we're going to do there. I don't want to get too wet down here. All this gear seems to be okay. So if it gets much heavier than this, well, the wind has dropped down. So the rain is starting to get a little bit heavier. So, although there's a little bit of wind just there. So, It's quick. I can see it's starting to clear out just a little bit. Although we've still got a bit more coming. We might have a little bit of heavy rain coming in through yet. But what a good test this is. I should rename this video. Does Phil survive the storm? Live on air. Do I survive? I don't know. Can't believe there's only 8 people watching, guys. Can't get any more exciting than this. This is real time. This is live on air. Testing my gear out live on air. So, with this crazy weather. Crazy weather. So, absolutely crazy. Is there any... Whoa, lightning just over there. You know, a sugarcane farmer, Mr. Keys. I'd never heard of Mr. Keys. Everyone else is at work. Everyone else is working. Oh gosh. Well, that storm. Well guys, farm up at Bundy. Now there's a lot of farms here. You're on a lunch break. Yeah, I'm on a storm break. Here comes the rain, guys. Here comes the rain. I'm going to have to shut this door. All right. I just shut that door like so. And let's just stand out here. And just a little bit of water starting to fall just there because of the way the car's angled down. On an angle, it's oh, lightning. Oh, I hate lightning. So it looks like we have survived the wind. You have survived it with me. I'll have to rename this live on air storm. Do I survive? Watch to find out. It's kind of a bit of fun, to be honest. I'm kind of having fun doing this. I'm going to try to stay out of the